Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel MJ and PJ Commerce Classes. Today we are going to discuss the second chapter of Plus One Statistics, that is collection of data. In this chapter, two important topics are the first one, sources of data, and second one, methods of collecting data. It means from what all sources we can collect data and which are the different methods for collecting data. Okay, so in today's class, we will discuss the first topic, that is the sources of data. Why do we collect data? Do we collect data without any purpose? Never. In economics, we collect data for understanding, analyzing, and explaining a socio-economic problem. For example, if we collect data related to unemployment or poverty, we will try to understand the intensity of this problem and then we analyze the reasons behind this problem. Finally, we try to find a solution for this. For doing all these processes, we need the support of some numerical facts, which is known as data. Now, we are going to study some terms related to collection of data. First one, investigator. The person who conducts a statistical inquiry is known as investigator. It means that for conducting the inquiry, we need some persons. They are called investigators. Second term, enumerators. The investigator needs the help of certain persons to collect the information. They are known as enumerators. Those who assist or help the investigator to collect data is known as enumerator. The next term, respondent. The person from whom the statistical information is collected are called respondents. That means who is providing information or from whom data is collected is called respondent. Next term, variable. A variable refers to a quantity or attribute whose value varies from one investigation to another. The word variable is derived from the word vary, which means change. The values of variables will change from one observation to another. It is not constant. Usually, variables are represented by the letters X, Y, or Z. Let us check an example for variable. If we study the production of rice or wheat in India, then we can see that the production of rice or wheat is changing from one year to another. Here, production of rice or wheat is a variable. Next term, data. The values of variables are called data. Data will provide information about a particular problem. So we can call data as a tool which is used for understanding the problem by providing information. I will give one example so that you can clearly understand what is data and what is variable. Look at the table. In this table, food grain production in India from 1970 to 2002 is given. Here, years and production of food grains are considered as variables, which are represented by the letters X and Y respectively. And the values of X and Y variables are called data. With the help of this data, we can understand the trend of food grain production in India. To be more specific, in 1970-71, the food grain production was only 108 million tons, and by the end of 2002, it has increased to 212 million tons. Our next topic is sources of data. From what all sources can we collect data? Data may be collected either from a primary source or from a secondary source. If we collect data from a primary source, it is known as primary data. And if we collect data from a secondary source, then such data is known as secondary data. Now we are going to study primary data in detail. Primary data are those which are collected for the first time by an investigator or agency for some specific purpose. It means that If an agency or investigator is collecting data directly for the first time, then such a data is known as primary data. Some specific purpose will be there for collecting such a data. Since such data is collected for the first time, it is considered as original in nature. Primary data is also known as first-hand data or first-hand information. Population census conducted by Government of India is an example for primary data. You might have noticed the enumerators came to your home for collecting details regarding population census. Since they are collecting data for the first time, it is called primary data. If the already collected data is used by some other agency or persons, then it becomes a secondary data. Next source is secondary data. Data which are not directly collected but rather obtained from the published or unpublished sources are called secondary data. If we use the already collected data, then such data are called secondary data. Secondary data is also known as second-hand data since it is already prepared and used by others. Secondary data are not original because it is not collected by the enumerator or investigator directly. Here, we are using the already collected data. Now we will analyze one example for secondary data. Government will conduct different types of economic surveys. After that, what they will do? They will publish such survey reports. These survey reports can be used by anyone. Such data we can call as secondary data. In short, if the enumerator or investigator is collecting data for the first time, then it is a primary data, and if the already collected data is used by others, then it is a secondary data. I will tell you one more example. Ministry of Human Resources used to collect data related to birth rate in India. It is a primary data. If we use such data, then it will become a secondary data. Our last topic is difference between primary data and secondary data. This is an important topic for your exam. So we will see what all differences are there. So first difference based on originality. In the case of primary data are original because they are collected by investigator himself. Since primary data are collected by the investigator himself, it is original in nature. In the case of secondary data, it is not original since investigator makes use of the data collected by other agencies. Here, investigator uses the data already collected by some others. So, it is not original. Then second point of difference is time factor. It requires longer time for data collection. We need to prepare questions, want to select the method for collecting data, then collect data by using any of the methods. So it is a time consuming process in the case of primary data collection. In the case of secondary data, it requires less time. Since secondary data are collected from already collected reports and it is already processed one, no need to spend too much time for collecting such data. Then third point of difference is cost factor. The collection of primary data requires a considerable amount of money and personnel as all plan of investigation is initiated. In the case of primary data collection, it is a costly process. In the case of secondary data collection, it is cheaper process. It is a cheaper process as they are taken from published or unpublished sources. Next, on the basis of reliability and suitability. No doubt in the case of primary data, it is more reliable and suitable because it is original in nature. But in the case of secondary data, it is less reliable and less suitable as someone else has collected the data which may not serve the purpose. Then, next point of difference, precautions. There is no great need for precautions while using primary data. We need not take any precaution while we use the primary data. In the case of secondary data, it should be used with great care and caution because it is not original in nature. Then, last point, organization factor. Collection of primary data requires elaborate organization setup. So if we want to collect primary data, we have to make some arrangements in the within the organization. But it is not required in the case of secondary data because it is already collected and processed data. So these are the differences between primary data and secondary data. So today we studied the different sources of collecting data, that is primary data and secondary data, and also the difference between primary data and secondary data. Hope the topic is clear. If you have any doubt, please do comment. If you are watching this video and this channel for the first time, please do subscribe, like and share. Thank you.